I'm praying for whoever think they compete and salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going to see him one-on-one, cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down at 7. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back to throw, Fields. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Second down. Here's Chubb again. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a give, right side. Herbert, and he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Damiere Byrd his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 2nd and 10, Fields. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Off play action, Fields. Going up top. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Second and 10. Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important 1st sack if they do want to turn things around.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be third and forever. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw again on second down. Mayfield going out wide, finds Chubb. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap. Fields rolling to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Fields now to throw. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And Santos yanks that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Wow.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To throw, Mayfield. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the 2nd half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the 1st half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flip. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Mooney. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, here's Fields. And this will be incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead,
There's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bird. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Mayfield now. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. 4th down, Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Give them the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Bears 33, Browns 25.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. John Johnson, leading tackler for the Rams last year, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Fields now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Bears on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Fields. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. On first down, Montgomery. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, Montgomery. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's Fields on the sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And just shedding him off there. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Hunt. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spent all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 11. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold him, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jarnell Mooney. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every...
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Montgomery. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Powering his way forward. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And Santos yanks that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jim Johnson. Oh, it's poked free. Football's out. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long